So, Colonel Layton, let's focus in on what we're looking at, and we can bring up a map here. When we talk about the Palestinian territories, we're generally talking about the West Bank and Gaza, but here we're just focused on Gaza, where Israel controls the sea, the northern border, and the eastern border. How could this have happened to catch Israel so off guard?
Yeah, that's a really great question, Oren, because what you're looking at here is this really small area of territory. It's so densely populated, as you mentioned earlier. But the fact of the matter is that the Palestinians, the Hamas guerrillas, were really looking at how to circumvent Israeli intelligence. They knew that they had to get off the phones. They knew they had to in essence, use couriers and other more primitive means to communicate with each other. And when they did that, they were able to, it looks like, prevent the Israelis from really learning what they were up to. And that, I think, gave them the element of surprise in this case.
You say primitive means, and yet Israel is known for its ability, frankly, its spying technology, whether that's from the air or signals interception. Was this Hamas simply going low-tech to beat Israel's ability to pick up on any of this? What must have been a large cell to carry this out?
Yeah, I think it was. And what's really interesting about this is the fact that, you know, when you go into this area and you look at all of the different elements that are right here, you can see that Israel has really flanked by so many different rivals at this particular point in time, and former enemies, some of them are current enemies, and the very fact that they were able to do this, I think, indicates that they went low-tech in order to prevent high-tech means of detection, and that allowed them to go in and, in essence, take the Israelis by surprise in a way that they weren't expecting. And in many ways, you think of surprises as being something that you don't expect, but this is even more than that. It gets to a deeper level than that.
President Joe Biden warned other parties not to get involved in this conflict. What and who and where was he referring to with that comment as we look around the borders of the state of Israel?
Yes, so one of the key things, I think, one of the key players is right here in Lebanon. You know, when you look at the forces that are at play here, you look at Hezbollah, which is backed by Iran, which is off the map on the other side here. You also look at forces in Syria. Many of them have previously gone after Israel as well. And then you look, of course, at the West Bank, which has the PLO, and you have the non-Hamas entities right there working in a way that can also array themselves against Israel and could potentially, in sympathy with Hamas, have an uprising here that could adversely affect everything that's going on in Israel proper.
Colonel Layton, thank you.